Listen up, I've officially reached the conclusion that Gearbox was officially out of their minds when they made the Onslaught. Because this thing is completely unhinged. The second you pull the trigger, your screen starts shaking, the enemies start exploding, and suddenly you're flying around the map like a raccoon that just discovered pre-workout. This weapon feels less like an SMG and more like a public safety concern.
I'm in danger!
Obviously, everybody already knows this gun is insane, but most people still aren't using it to its full potential. They'll grab some random version, throw together a questionable build, and then wonder why their damage feels inconsistent.
What?
Nah. Once you get the right setup, the right variant, and the right gear, this thing turns into an absolute nightmare for anything standing in front of you. So today, we're breaking down everything you need to know before farming the Onslaught. So welcome back to Father Gore Academy. Please stretch your thumbs before using this weapon, because your movement stick is about to file a lawsuit. Alright, first things first. The Onslaught is a legendary Vladoff SMG, and the dedicated drop source is Idolator Saul from the Fortress Indomita inside the Fade Fields region. You fight the dude during the main story, but after the mission, you can repeatedly farm him using Moxie's Encore machine right near the boss arena. And thank God for that, because running all the way back manually every time would emotionally destroy me. Now let me warn you, Idolator Saul is not one of those bosses you can sleep through while eating chips with one hand. This dude fights like a divorced gym teacher who just discovered pre-workout. So being survivability, bring ammo, and bring emotional support, because your screen is about to look like a fireworks factory exploded. Now this is where things get ridiculous. The Onslaught legendary effect gives every bullet around a 30% chance to deal bonus damage and not consume ammo. Meaning once this thing starts shooting, it doesn't stop. And because it uses a COV style heat mechanic instead of a traditional reload, you can basically hold the trigger forever until your weapon starts overheating like an Xbox 360 in 2009. The fire rate is ridiculous, the ammo sustain is ridiculous, the DPS scaling is ridiculous, and after the recent buffs, this thing is absolutely shreds bosses and mobs pack faster than my paycheck disappears after buying fast food. What makes the Onslaught so addictive in this moment is the longer combat goes, the crazier it feels. Enemies start exploding everywhere. Damage numbers fill the screen, your brain slowly stops processing information correctly, and at some point, you stop aiming and start spiritually connecting with the trigger button. Now, if you really want to mid-max this thing, you need the right variant, and this is where most players mess up, because not all Onslaughts are equal. The best variants usually come with Jacob licensed crit accessories, because the crit bonuses stack insanely well with the weapon's absurd fire rate. Now, element-wise, Cryo is amazing for survivability and crowd control, because the frozen enemies become basically loot pinatas. Radiation is probably the funniest option in the game because the entire enemy group start exploding into chain reactions like somebody microwave Pandora itself. The fire variants? Oh, buddy. Fire Onslaught against flesh enemies feels borderline illegal. Personally, I think the Radiation Onslaught is peak comedy, because after enough kills, your screen just becomes explosions, screaming, numbers, and confusion. Absolute cinema. Now let's talk builds, because if you pair this gun with the wrong setup, it's still good, but if you pair it with the right Vault Hunter, this thing turns into a caffeinated war crime. Vex is absolutely disgusting with the Onslaught because her elemental scaling and aggressive playstyle perfectly fit the weapon. You want to focus on elemental boost, crit damage, shield sustain, movement bonuses, fire rate increases, basically anything that rewards non-stop aggression. But honestly, Rafa might secretly be the most broken option with this gun, because his overdrive trait boosts movement speed and damage while action skills are active. Meaning once combat starts, you become a sprinting blender with infinite bullets and severe anger issues. And Harlow? Oh, brother. Harlow with survivability perks and movement speed setups basically turn this gun into a full auto natural disaster. You stop feeling like a Vault Hunter and start feeling like a tornado carrying an SMG. Now for gear, you want anything boosting SMG damage, crit damage, fire rate, overheating control, ammo sustain, movement speed, elemental damage, Firmware bonuses are huge in late game because stack set bonuses massively increase your DPS potential. And trust me, once all these bonuses stack together, the Onslaught stops feeling like a gun. It starts feeling like a panic attack with a magazine. Now skill-wise, movement skills are massive, reload buffs are massive, anything increasing uptime, aggression, or elemental chaining becomes insane with this weapon. This gun rewards players who stay moving consistently. If you stop moving, your damage starts feeling sad immediately. This is not a sit back and play safe weapon. This gun rewards psychopathic behavior, which honestly explains why the Borderlands community loves it so much. Now, the best farming method is honestly simple. Kill Idolator Soul. Use Moxie's Encore machine, reset, repeat until your sanity leaves your body. And trust me, you are going to want multiple versions of this gun. Different elements completely change how it performs. Cryo for survivability, radiation for mobbing, fire for boss melting, and if you get a perfect roll with good licensed parts, congratulations, you are now legally considered a public safety concern. And honestly, that's why I love the Onslaught. It perfectly captures everything that makes Borderlands fun. Fast gameplay, massive explosions, chaotic movement, insane damage, pure unfiltered violence, bosses melt, enemies evaporate, your screen shakes like your monitor owes somebody money, and eventually, you stop reacting to combat and you just enter a primal state of hold trigger, move fast, survive somehow. And honestly, that's the peak Borderlands that we all know. And hey, if this guide helped you out, make sure you absolutely destroy that like button before Claptrap somehow finds a way to ruin the video. Drop a comment telling me what legendary I should break down next, and let me know what variant of the Onslaught you're running, because I already know some of y'all are creating illegal damage numbers with this thing. If you want to keep up with all the chaotic builds, busted weapons, legendary farms, and unhinged Vault Hunter nonsense, join the Father Gore Academy on YouTube and pull up to the TikTok too. We're just getting started.